And we really can't give the impression that it's in any way sensible to attack anyone under the Inquisition's sway. That just sends the wrong signal. You want to talk?
I appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or what's his name?
Are you worrying for me or for yourself?
A little of column A, a little of column B. I am the expendable one, after all.
Oh, don't worry, I'll protect you. We'll just have to... Well, this is a surprise. You're the Inquisitor, right? Bianca Davry, at your service.
Bianca?
Your name is Bianca.
It's a common name. Half the girls in the Merchants Guild are named Bianca. The other half are named Helga. I lucked out.
Right.
I take it you're a friend of Varric's.
Who isn't a friend of Varric's? You have met him before, right?
He's good at being... You're good at being evasive, if nothing else.
Why do you both look like cats that got into the cream?
She's taken a huge risk coming here herself. Maybe for both of us.
You're such a worrier. There's a giant hole in the sky. I think the Merchants Guild has...
No, wait, we closed that.
Bianca's got a lead on where Corypheus got his red lyrium.
Well, in the
Side of
chorus?
Merchant's Folly, the tag Varric found has been leaked. There's a Deep Roads entrance crawling with strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
You can get there from Orlais. It's a long way to the free marches.
The deep roads are all connected. Or they used to be. Collapses and such. Some of them on purpose.
They really are roads. They spanned the Dwarven Empire, went to every corner of the continent, maybe further. In theory, you can get to any Tig using the deep roads, but in practice, there's a reason nobody uses them anymore.
And that's the only way to get there?
How do we know they're not using multiple entrances to get to the Tig?
Navigating the deep roads isn't like the surface. There's no accurate maps of the whole system, and there are cave-ins, darkspawn, lava floods. If you find a route that gets where you're going, you don't deviate. Trying to find another way could be deadly.
How did you even find this out?
Who could have given away the Tig's location?
There were a few people who knew. Hirelings from the expedition, a couple of close friends.
How they found out isn't important. What matters is we know where they are now.
And you know where it is.
If it's such a secret, how do you know about it, Bianca?
I told her. Right after the expedition, I wrote and told Bianca what we found. I had artifacts that needed buyers, and she had more contacts that would pay for them. Plus, I owed her.
Well, we should try to shut this down.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this source, Corypheus is that much more powerful.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation. If you're interested in shutting it down, you've got my help. Try not to leave me waiting too long, Varric. I've got my own work to do, you know.
Right. That's not going to be trouble at all. Let me know when you want to head to the entrance.
Of course, some of you may be asking yourself, not related to this before, Cobra, why did you let, God, it's been so long I can't remember his name. That one crow. What was his name? That's embarrassing not to know. Severin! There it was. Why did you let Severin go when he tried to kill you, and not these guys? Well, because these guys made it pretty clear they were going to keep trying to kill people under my employ, including my very valuable assistant. That's just not cool. At least Severin was kind enough to apologize. Finally, I can say it in my throat.
Influence continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus. We found him alive, offering extreme resistance, likely because the Order will ask for his head. In more colorful terms. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
Well, this will be quick.
Countless better men and women than you are dead. Why shouldn't this be quick?
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
On the contrary, many officials have communicated that they will defer to the Inquisitor on this matter.
And I have all the power in the room.
Not just Corypheus, but Teventa, rightful ruler of every piece of ground you trod in your pathetic life. I serve a living god. Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. Glory awaits me.
Nah, I don't approve of that. Could kill him personally, but that's what he wants. Jailing him is dangerous. The wand will surely kill him. That he could escape. He's a mage. You know, as much as it's what he wants, he's simply too dangerous. And I won't make him tranquil. I do not approve of tranquils. Well, not the persons. I don't mind approve the punishment. So let's just get you killed.
Lord Erimond, any protection you thought you had has apparently been withdrawn. You will die by my hand.
Petty actions. Truth lies in the next world.
Yes, yes, whatever. So, any last words? Or should we just, you know, get to the whole part where you die? Died, isn't it? It was the safest way to deal with him. Obviously not the repenting type. He could break out of prison. And there's still the question of whether the wardens will remain loyal. There's some doubt there, so I want to deal with him personally, and I don't approve of tranquility. Thus, the simple solution is off with the head. Hey, let's talk.
I'm so sorry, Inquisitor. I never thought my family's trading status would trap us in an assassin's plot.
Well, we're safe here, if nothing
Between
else.
our soldiers and spies, Skyhold's safer than anywhere else in Phaedus.
Yet the problem persists. I've tracked down the last two parakeets. If they become gentry, they can annul the contract on
They
the life.
can.
We'll
That don't mean they
require
will.
a noble from Val Royeaux to sponsor them, a judge to provide documents, a minister to ratify them.
It's so like you to take the longest course of action, even when your life is at stake.
I assume you already know everything about this mess.
There is a faster way, Josephine. The original contract on your life is in the vaults of the House of Repose. If my agents infiltrate it and destroy the original, the assassin will have no obligation to...
Why is it because I have to rely on other people doing what we
I
want?
want no more bloodshed over a personal affair.
Don't be so stubborn, Josie. How long will it take you to gather these favors in Val Royeaux?
Liliana has a point.
If destroying the original contract will satisfy the guild, I say we do it.
But I'm sure my plan will work, Inquisitor.
Whatever happens, I'll assign you more guards. The House of Repose won't be idle long.
I appreciate it, but I still believe elevating the two parakeets will solve this. First, we need to perform some favors in Val Royeaux. I'd be happy to discuss where we could begin.
Let's just go with the breaking shit. We can't rely upon the two parachettes being all grateful and shit. Especially not with what they've apparently done. That's too dangerous. We need to go to the source. The assassins are the source. If destroying part of them will be enough, then we destroy part of them. If destroying all of them will be necessary, then by God I will do so, even if I had to personally charge for the entire city and chop them down. Let's see. The Great One fought bravely and with great skill. The town of Valgamont was saved, and the wardens themselves took few casualties. They wait further commands. The Inquisitor. The Darkspawn of Valgamont have been slain, but it remains unclear what brought these creatures to the surface. There's no obvious sign, and I'm concerned that they might still pose a danger. Marquise Buffon has made it clear her wishes that we now depart, which leaves me even more suspicious, as most would welcome further help in these dangerous times. The Great One to volunteer to assist with the investigation of this mystery in whatever capacity Inquisitor is most fitting. We await your orders. Well, the Darkspawns can sense the Grey Wardens.
Right.
The Grey Wardens can sense the Darkspawn. Sorry, messed that line up a bit. So that is obviously the best way. You know, you could always just send me in to wreck everyone's shit. That's also an option. Well, let's go talk to Colin. Like, do I have more people to judge? Apparently more people are awaiting judgment. Who's to be judged?
Another of the lingering pains of adamant, your worship. Sir Ruth is a senior warden of the Order. She was one of the many who slit the throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this.
Ah.
In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
You're very serious about this. Is more death the answer?
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
I can't do it. I can't use the greater good to justify my crimes, as if it would create a future I could be a part of. It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse with full sanction. I can do nothing except be an example of the cost.
Well, I can't refrain from judging. That's from her responsibility, and she obviously wants to die. So, if I just do anything else, she'll just kill herself. Well, there's the deep roads. That's always an option. At least then she'll do some good. Not much else can do. If she so chooses, then she can go to the deep roads.
You feel your life is over? There's a place for such wardens. Sir Ruth, you'll go to the deep roads. Your death may be as quick as you choose.
This sends no message. This is just an end.
Well, I can still make a message out of it. I have my resources, but at least this way it'll do some good. Besides, I can still honor her last wish and her regret and make it a message out of this, I suppose. Were you here before?
Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentagast.
When and where has he done that? And what's that over there now? Seeker Pentagast. Well, she's over there.
Strangest thing, when I reached down, my dagger was gone. Just gone. Know where I found it? In a barrel. The thing was filled to the brim with daggers. Got the strangest feeling. I know someone took it right off my belt, but I can't recall who.
Deep. Man, this place is still a bit of a mess. Oh, up great, so that's where it was. I was wondering. Why is it up here? Because it's the town in question. The commander shows commitment to the Church of Vigilance. The topic becomes the Temple holds around the envy of sound. Has a commitment to careful medical studies. Our main tower with the envy of any circle. Sure. Study is what we need. Yes. Suppose this is in the oven.
A proper mage tower. Every castle needs one.
Ah, it is in here. Okay, I guess I don't know. Doesn't matter. That's resolved now. Now Cassandra, she is down there. So let's investigate what's happening.